What's the deal? You already know what it is, back at us with another video though. Pop out to my young boys, maybe girls, but no, today I want to get on here real quick. Actually, I don't know if it's gonna be real quick, but I want to get on here. We're gonna talk about 5 reasons to reconsider hitting that blunt in 2025. Yes, I know some people out there, struggle with the marijuana addiction. You going back and forth, you battling, should I be smoking, should I not? And at this point, you're gonna do what you're gonna do. The Bible said to be sober minded. Some people like to argue, okay, when I smoke, I don't even really get high, and all of these different variables. But let me just add in some variables of why you should probably reconsider this time. Let me give you some stuff why you could reconsider in 2025. The first thing is the pain. Now, I'm personally a smoker myself. I take my breaks, and I don't really be on it like that like I used to. And currently I have not been smoking, and I've been feeling pretty good. So I don't know about y'all though, but when I do smoke, I be feeling pains, like something is not right. And I'm young, right? I'm at the age of 24. I feel like I shouldn't be feeling no pains in my stomach area, or feeling like my organs, or one of my organs or something is hurting, or like I get pains like in my sides somewhere. I don't know what organ that is, but it be hurting sometimes when I smoke. And I get pains in my jaw. I hear that's like from the tobacco, when you rolling up the weed and all of that stuff in the tobacco, that can hurt you, that can cause like teeth problems and hurt your jaws. I've gotten pains, where else? Again, stomach pains, again, the jaw pains, and sometimes my head hurts too. I get pains in my head. So, that's another thing where it's like, hey, I'm feeling all these pains. It's like, what's going on with all this pain? Something ain't right. Now, I haven't been to a hospital or nothing like that to see what's going on with that or what that could be, but I know that ain't how that's supposed to be though. So I don't know if I'm alone on that, but if you feeling pains when you smoke, random pains, that's a red flag that you probably shouldn't be doing that, because why is you hurting? Like this activity is literally putting you in pain. So that's one reason you should stop. Number 2, overeating. You sit up there, you overeat. You know damn well you ain't supposed to be eating that pizza, and then them cookies, and then them chips, and then back to some more pizza. Like you just doing too much. You just eating and eating. Overeating is a major problem, and that's when you get into okay. Again, we go back to being sober-minded, because Satan is a roaring lion seeking who he may devour. Now, on the surface, you sit up there, you get high, boop, you smoke, woo, 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 and you be like, okay, technically, I don't think I'm high. Technically, I'm not high. But then you find yourself doing things like overeating, even though you're not necessarily feeling like, oh, I'm high and I can't think. But in a way, you can't, because you clearly being operated through by a different medium. If you're being operated in by a different medium, you start doing stuff that's outside of your control. You just become a bottomless pit. You can't stop eating. And then when you sit up there, for my night smokers, you sit up there and eat, and then you go to sleep, and then all that food all that random stuff you just put in your stomach is you not even digesting that stuff properly. And then you wake up, what I like to call a high hangover. You be blowed, and then at the same time, you waking up hungover, like you just feel groggy. You like, it's like another day. Like you just feel all of that stuff in your body. Like you just put a bunch of artificial processed foods in your stomach. You high, and then you just wake up still semi-high, but your stomach just feel crazy because it's all of that stuff that you put in your stomach that you wasn't even tapped into at first, and now it's catching up to you. So again, number 2, overeating is a major one, but especially, the food is not getting any better. So it's like, for your appetite to change from, okay, I can eat moderately or I can eat, clean a bit, to, okay, once I get the, and now it's like, I could just eat anything. That's not what we want. We don't want that at all. Number 4, black lips. Nah, I know y'all done sat up there and been out and about, and you done seen people who just got the black lips. We know what smoking does. It gives you those black lips because of, I don't even really know the schematics of it, but I'm thinking maybe you burning your lips or something, constantly putting that heat to your lips, you burning them, you cooking them. And this is just just a word of advice to everybody. It's not a good look. I mean, simply put, it's not a good look. Even on both, guys and girls. Guys, you sit up there, you out and about. The goal is for everybody to find a potential partner, to find a suitable mate, right? For guys, you sitting up there walking around, and you sit up there, might meet a decent lady, and a potential wife. But for a lot of these women, smoking is kind of a turnoff. I ain't gonna say a lot, but I've seen the certain caliber of women who they see smokers as a deal breaker. Like they just can't deal with the smoking. That's just not how they was raised. That's just not what they was around. That's not what they're accustomed to. They don't want a guy that smokes. They want a guy that's clean and healthy. And same for the girls. And me personally, it's bad for both sides, but I don't know. I could be biased because I'm just a guy, but when I see it on the women, it's really a bad look. Like when you see these women with these black lips, it just be like, like damn, I don't know. It just be like, why? So ladies, if you sit up there, even it's just not a good look. You sit up there, you out and about, and you just got these dark lips. It's just not a good look. It's overall just not a good look. Not a good look from either side. Because if you're trying to attract a suitable mate, I can tell you right now, if I'm sitting up there out and about and I'm seeing a woman, I'm like, oh, okay, she look woo. And then you see her face and then her lips is black. It's a turnoff. It's like, damn, shorty. It's like, I could tell you just running through them bitches. Excuse my language. You running through them joints every day. And it's like, it's not attractive. It's not attractive, to be with somebody who's like a chronic smoker, is overall not attractive. And I'm saying this even as somebody who I guess you can consider a smoker. I've been off for a while now, but I ain't so far detached from it. Just being transparent, I ain't so far detached from it to where I can be like, no, I'm not a smoker. You will see. But for right now, yeah, like, it's just like, no, it's just not a good look overall though. You sitting up there, you just got these dark black lips, and it's like, damn, shorty, like, it's gonna be okay. Like, it just puts a dark countenance on women's faces. Like, I know, guys, I feel like with guys, it's a little bit different. This is my opinion. I believe it's a little bit different just because guys typically in general kind of, are more austere and, more like rough around the edges, more gritty, more tough. But from like on the other end of the spectrum, like with women, you don't really want your woman to be like gritty and tough. Like, you get what I'm saying? You don't want her to be looking like that. So when you see these women who got the black lips and they just got this dark countenance, it's like, nah, it's just not a good look. You just know off rip. It's kind of like a big red flag where you're like, yeah, might not want to dabble with that one. She kind of I ain't trying to drag y'all, but I'm just saying it's not a good look. If nobody ever told you that it's not a good look, I'm here to tell you the black lip thing is not a good look, and that's a result of chronic smoking. So, number 4, lack of dreams. Nah, I don't know if this is everybody, but for me, and I know a few other people who I've talked to personally about this, they've said that when they smoke, they tend to not have as many dreams. They dreams tend to, either they don't have dreams, or you get dreams where you can't really remember them. So they're not as, lucid, or they just not very potent dreams. You get them and you lose them, and that's just it. And your dreams is very powerful. The Most High reveals a lot of things to people through their dreams. Even in the Bible, they talk about different prophets and people getting different types of revelations and seeing different things in their dreams. The Most High reveals a lot of things to us through our dreams. It's a very powerful tool, especially in these last days. You don't want to be not getting those downloads that the Most High is trying to communicate to you. So again, like when you smoking, your dreams they just not good dreams. They trash. They ain't strong. But just off my experience of not smoking for the past, it's been a while now. I don't really know the exact amount of time it's been, but my dreams have been way more potent, way more powerful. I be really in the spirit. Like if I go to sleep and I meditate on the word, I've had dreams now where people in the dream is talking and speaking Bible verses. Like it gets that powerful. So when you having these dreams, you want to be able to remember them. Like you want to be able to remember what the Most High is trying to reveal to you in these dreams, and they all mean something. So I believe it's messages in all of these dreams that we be having, and if you can't remember them and they don't stick with you, that's not what you want. And again, especially in these times, a lot of prophets in the old, they got revealed major things, visions, all sorts of things can be revealed to you in dreams. So you definitely want to be having your dreams, man. And if you ain't having your dreams because you smoking every day or whatever, and you got this habit, that's not how you want to be, especially again in these times. You want to have your dreams. You want to be able to remember your dreams, and you want to be able to use that stuff in your day-to-day. So don't handicap yourself by smoking and losing that ability, losing that power to tap into hidden messages and different things that the Most High is going to reveal to you in those dreams. Number 5, you become content with not engaging in, let's say, healthy habits, healthy hobbies. You'll sit up there, and the whole point is so you can be content with being bored, more or less. You basically become content with being bored. Those moments where you ain't got nothing better to do, you just at the crib, you chilling, you like, what else am I gonna do? I might as well roll one up and then I'll be good. But the whole thing is, no, you gotta think. It's other things that you could be doing. It's other more healthy habits, healthy hobbies that you could be engaging in that could actually be conducive to something. A lot of y'all have secret talents, or not necessarily secret talents, but talents that you aren't necessarily utilizing. A lot of y'all have, a knack for music, making music. You have a knack for drawing. You have a knack for different things, art, any kind of arts and crafts, really. Or shoot, even some of y'all could be having a knack for, content creation, doing something like this. But instead of engaging in those type of things, you rather roll up, listen to some music, chill out, and then basically just be content with being bored. You just become content with doing nothing. You're just fine. You're complacent with doing nothing, productive. And that's a huge handicap, because that's a lot of time. They say idle time is the devil's playground. So if you spending all of that time, doing nothing, and you build a habit out of being content with doing nothing, or you build a habit out of, okay, I'm gonna smoke when I'm bored, or I'm gonna smoke on my downtime because I don't have nothing better to do. In actuality, you do got plenty of other better things you could be doing. That could be your time to, you know, start sketching, doing a little bit of sketching. That could be your time to, you know, make some music, do some research on that if you don't know how to do that, or, you know, just doing something productive, doing something that's gonna actually be fruitful to your walk and to your journey. Because the Most High gives us a bunch of talents. You know, he gives us plenty of talents that we don't all the time utilize, or we don't all the time, you know, make use of. Essentially, you know, we just have these talents, we let them be dormant, and, you know, we just let them go to waste. But, you know, he gave us all these gifts for a reason, and they there to be utilized. You know, instead of sitting up there just chalking up your days to, oh, I don't have nothing else better to do. You know, you got that day off and or whatever. You like, oh, I don't have nothing else better to do. Let me just smoke and then chill. Like, this is my relaxation. But no, it's definitely other stuff you could be doing. You could be utilizing, again, that time, that idle time, to water those talents that you have, that you haven't tapped into for a minute. If you had the ability to draw when you was younger, or, you know, some years ago, whatever, you know, get back into that type of stuff. Get back into drawing. And, you know, if you was always a good writer or things like that, tap back into that. You know, it could be a calling for you to be utilizing those gifts that you have. You could be writing down your journey, you know, doing a lot of things. You could sit up there, get a book published. You just never know. You know, you have all of these talents, and then again, not only do you have these talents, but you could sit up there and, you know, profit off of that stuff. You know, you could sit up there and make a book. You know, if you were able to draw, make a comic book, you know, that's something I'm personally working on. You know, a lot of different things, you know, you could be tapping into, and then you could be, again, those things could be profitable for you. But instead, you know, you want to use that idle time that you got and just throw it in the gutter when you sit up there and roll up smoke and just decide, okay, I'm gonna just chill and listen to music. Like, no, use that stuff that you got. Use those gifts. Use those gifts that the Most High gave you. I know I said 5, but this is the bonus. Number 6. Let's just call it for what it is. It don't hit the same. It's time to swallow that pill. It just don't hit the same. I understand, you know, I understand when it was good, when you used to link up with the homies, the bros, y'all used to roll up, smoke, and all of the, everybody worries, everybody troubles, it just go away. Everything was just bliss, you know? It's time to face the reality that those days are gone and they're not coming back. At the end of the day, I feel like a lot of us are just chasing a high that we'll never get back. You know, that first time, the first few times where you was getting into that smoking life, and it was great. It was great. You know, you ain't had no worries. You know, you ain't had nothing. You know, you was probably still asleep, still in the world. And things was good, you know, at least in your head it was. But it's time to swallow that pill, bro, that those days are behind you and they not coming back. They not. You ain't gonna get that high no more. It's just over with. But I wanted to get on here with that bonus one. That's 5 reasons why you should probably reconsider hitting that blunt. That's the video for today. I love y'all. Take care. Stay safe. I'm on y'all boys. This that reality shit.